Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour here for Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Hey, sorry about that. We're shooting the breeze behind the scenes. We're checking out some of this baseball, seeing we got some extra innings. Rays are up 2-0 already. Phillies up 4-0. Hey, craziness already to start the day as well. The White Sox ended the Blue Jays winning streak. That thing is over. Congratulations to the White Sox. I was one day too early. I tried to catch Polymath yesterday with the White Sox. Oh, one day too early on that one. Those happen, but hey, look at Hauser. Got to give it to him. They picked him up off the street and they just plunked him right in there, and he just continues to shine for the White Sox. Hey, as we always do, we'll get to the plays we got rolling here today on the Wednesday's action. Get the capper, see how their day's rolling along, and then we'll get right to those picks we got tonight. Head on over to Ron to get us started. How are you doing here, Ron?
Yeah, good day so far. Got a best bet winner on the Connecticut Sun this morning. You remember Seattle's playing like an 8 a.m. game their time, so they just weren't into that game at all. Good win for the Sun. They sneak up on some people. You got to watch it. And then got my best bet in MLB going right now, and won the soccer game with PSG. So 2-1 day to start. Let's get it tonight.
Nice eyes, can't complain on the winning day to start the day. I don't know where to Ramon. How you doing, Ramon?
Yeah, you mentioned Hauser. That's 9 games, 9 unders, and that was one of my premiums today already. And I've also scored here with the Valkyries, so I'm liking the sports betting day so far. So let's keep it rolling here tonight with the MLB. Pick some winners here on the show.
Nice eyes. Head on over to Brian. How are you doing today on this Wednesday, Brian?
Not bad, Rod. Could be better. Started off the day 0-1 so far. I did have the Blue Jays locked in as a premium. But of course, like you just said, Hauser shows up again. He is now 4-0 on the season at home at his 4 starts. He's looked amazing for the White Sox, man. Hopefully he keeps it going. But got a few games left and ready to look at tonight's card. Ready to get to it.
Definitely. 1-0 for me, and we did grab that Sun on all damn points on the morning show. The Valkyrie in the first half, as Richard Lockhart said, that's just been money. That's now 7-0 when they failed to cover. So when the Valkyries failed to cover the game, bet them in the first half. They're now 7-0 ATS-wise, following a failed cover in that first half. So one of those trends we just I keep riding. We know our buddy he rides him in the first half no matter what. I ride him after
no matter what.
After that complete when they fail to cover, I just keep riding that first half then. But hey, shout out to the Valkyries. Surprising for expansion squad what they've done this year. They're being some teams that hey, I don't think anybody expected them to be this good to start the year. But hey, shout out to the Valkyries. Hey, let's get to today's MLB. We've got 11 games left on the slate, and we'll start it off with the Mets taking on Baltimore. We've got Seattle into New York to take on the Yankees. We'll leave it up to Ramon to announce that pitcher going there for the Yankees tonight. We got Colorado taking on Boston. We'll throw in the Marlins and the Reds and the Pirates and the Royals. Head on over to Ron to get it started. What do you like here in the early MLB?
Yeah, of course. We've got Boston last night, big run line. They're going to do the extendo once again. Take Boston on the extendo. Talk about the Colorado Rockies, 11-35 on the road as a road dog, losing by about 3 runs per game. And my spreadsheet play of the day is the Cincinnati Reds. So get on Abbott to break this final road winning streak that Miami has. Maybe 2 streaks will be broken today. What do you think?
Possible. Definitely possible. I tried to catch in the end of the losing streak with the Jays yesterday, and I didn't fare so well. So I don't know. And then I tried catching the fall night with the Reds earlier, a couple games ago at the start of the week. I didn't go so well, so I avoided that one. It's got me a couple times where I've been trying to catch the falling knife. That's a plus money on a team to end a streak, but it didn't fare well for me there, so I'm not going to attempt that again. Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in these 5, Ramon?
Rod, come on. I've got to preview the Mariners and the Yankees now. You just said I had to. Here's the thing, right? They said, look, I don't want to, Clark Schmidt, one of our favorites. He's injured. You don't want to make too much about he's injured. Not great injury either. And they said, what can we do? What can we do for Rod during the show? Let's bring up Schlittler. Let's bring up Cam Schlittler. That's what we're going to do for Rod, replace Schmidt with Schlittler. And he is a number 10 prospect for the Yankees. It really has just been kind of a steady progression. He wouldn't be here if things weren't kind of going south for the Yankees a little bit with the injuries right now. I hope you guys saw it. They just cut DJ LeMahieu. They're going to owe him about $20 million as well. They've got solutions for LeMahieu. You're not going to get DJ LeMahieu even at the end of his career with any of these guys, but you just kind of got to move forward, I guess, a little bit, move on a little bit. Maybe DJ can hook up somebody here late, but I'm not sure. So with Evans in here, the rookie, decent numbers here for sure. And hey, pitching in Yankee Stadium, that'd fire me up. Even though the Mariners took one on the chin there, I'm going to go with them here in this one. I think a little bit of a chaos right now for the Yankees. And we've got a sidebar with Cal Raleigh, right? He said the words under the microphone that the people heard that, Judge just hits his home runs when it doesn't matter. That's when he gets the bulk of his home runs. So you got MVP candidate Cal Raleigh for sure, right? With his 1.0 and higher OPS and that good offense. I'm going to take Seattle today. I think the storyline shakes out.
Right, definitely kind of leaning that way myself as well. Heading over to Brian. What do you like here in these first five, Brian?
Yeah, looking at the Mariners Yankees, I agree with Ramon there on the Mariners side of things. I also like the over in that game with Schlittler on the mound, who getting his first start of the majors. I've read some of his numbers. He struggles with lefty bats. The Mariners got a ton of lefties. They're going to throw at him tonight. I think that they're going to get a lot of runs. And I also don't trust Logan Evans. The Yankees bats have been hot as well, so I think that their bats can get going as well and get some runs. So I'm going to take a shot at the over in that one as well as the Mariners money line. Looking at the Mets-Orioles game, I'm going to lean to the Mets in this one with David Peterson on the mound. Sugano's just looked rough. Mets bats have been hot. They just keep finding a way to keep going. They ended up getting the win yesterday. I think that they can get another one here today against the Orioles. I also lean towards the over. I think it's a high-scoring one. And looking at that Reds-Rockies game, yeah, I agree. It's just going to be another Red Sox slaughter. I mean, with Santella on the mound, I just think that he's going to get rocked early and often here. He might not even make it out of the first. Giolito's been great. I think he's going to continue to look good and, go 5-6 innings, maybe run one or two run ball. So, give me the Red Sox on the run line there, -2.5 extendo.
And for me here on that one, yeah, I agree. Giolito just keeps rolling along. Expect to see some sort of regression from it at some point, but not yet. So definitely don't want to step in front of that. Not with Sensatell, the way you can give it up, and Boston bats have been hitting. So I'll lay the 2.5 there in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at in this time block of games is I like the over there with the Mets and the Orioles. It's just like we seen yesterday. I think we see plenty of offense there. Mets 9-1 to the over in their last 10 games.
It's rained out, Rod.
Oh, that one got rained out now?
Yep.
Boo!
Boo! Well, kind of figured there was a chance that thing was going to get rained out, but yep, rain out. All right, we won't have to talk about that one anymore. So that wraps up the first slate of MLB. Let's head on over to the last 6 we got on the board. Well, last 5. We got last 6. We got the Cubs taking on the Twins. We got Washington taking on St. Louis. We got the Guardians taking on the Astros. Texas taking on the Angels. And Arizona into San Diego to take on the Padres. And then we got that Atlanta squad attempting to play some baseball and taking on the Athletics. Braves looking like the homeless team last night, that's for sure. I don't know where to Brian to get us started. What do you like?
Yeah, looking at the Cubs Twins game in this slot here, I'm gonna roll with the Twins money line here. Cade Horton hasn't looked good. He has a 4.44 ERA during his night starts. David Festa, I know you don't really trust him. I don't really trust him on the mound. 5.48 ERA on the season. But during his night starts this season, he has looked great as a 2.25 ERA at night. I think that he can find a way to hold down these Cubs bats early and find his team to a win here. Late, I trust the Twins bullpen as well, so I'm going to take the Twins on the money line. The Nationals-Cardinals game, I'm going to go right back to the Cardinals, man. I thought the Nationals might be able to get it done. They looked good early in that game last night. But the Cardinals bats, they're just hot. This is one of the best teams in the MLB at home this season. And I think that they can roll tonight against Gore. They've have great numbers against Gore in the past, and I think they can get to him. So I'll lean Cardinals money line in that one. And Angels-Rangers game, I'm going to go right back to the Angels. I think that the Angels' first 5 years in play with Rocker on the mound, he's looked horrible on the road this season with a 9.31 ERA. His night starts, he has a above 10 ERA. I think that the Angels' bats are hot right now. They can get to him early in this one, so I'm going to take them first 5 money line.
I don't know, over to Ramon. What do you like here in the late night MLB?
Well, I guess Cleveland found somebody they could beat with Houston. They had that losing streak. They come in here, and everybody thinks the Astros are, going to be contenders of the World Series again. They're looking like it, and Cleveland was struggling. They come in here and win a couple games. So tonight, Ciccone against Walter. Now, Ciccone's actually been doing a pretty decent job over his last 5 or 6 starts, and his numbers on the road appear better at home. So Walter, he's kind of stingy at home for sure with his ERA. Not a whole lot of action here with him so far in his limited starts, but he struggled on the road, but the one road game that he actually performed well, he had a quality start at Cleveland. So I'm going to go under here. I know we've seen a little bit of offense and everything here, but I'm going to take the under in this one with Cleveland and Houston tonight at 7.5.
Head on over to Ron. What do you like here in the MLB late nights segment?
Yeah, I'll agree with Ramon in that one, but they just can't hit lefties, man. Cleveland can't. They're not going to see any runs tonight from that damn team, and they got a lefty on the mound for the Houston. I'm going to take Houston in that one. Disagree with Brian there. Brian, the Cubs, after a loss, they come back every time, so I'm going to take the Cubs short right there. And late night, I don't trust Atlanta on the road, and this is actually a spreadsheet play. Dog for me on the home list. So I'm going to take the Athletics on the money line in that one. Just don't trust those Braves on the road right now.
And for me, a couple I'm looking at here is I like the over in that Cubs and Minnesota game. Horton, we've seen him. He's seen a little bit of regression over his last few starts. I think he can give up a few runs to this Twins squad. And it's good old Festa rolling along for the Twins. And then you give some up as well. Look at that total, 9.5. Telling you all you need to know. Give me the over 9.5 in that matchup. And then I'll take the Padres here at home against Fade that. I will continue to fade that. His ERA gets even worse. Yep, when he gets out on the road. So I'll continue to fade that. Money lines went up a little bit from what I seen it at this morning, up to minus 150 in most places. You can take that, or I'll take the run line. I think you can get a little bit of a plus money on that Padres run line. I think they have no problem handling Arizona in that matchup. Hey, that wraps up the MLB. Let's head on over to the lone WNBA action. I've seen some comments in the chat. Some people on Dallas. Just on my video, I am definitely not on no chicken wingies on the road. Chicken wings on the road, it'll be like, why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know, to go sleep in the other ditch. Anyways, Dallas on the road, not for me. No, not doing it. You got whooped by a Phoenix squad that was short a few guys, a few players, and you let them score 102 on you. When I thought you were actually turning the corner and playing some defensive basketball. No chance. I'll take the Sky in that WNBA tonight. Hey, I started us off in the WNBA. Heading on over to Ron. What do you like in the WNBA tonight?
Yeah, I got a premium on the side there, but I'm going to look at the over. Both teams go over, especially the Wings on the road. I know their defense has been a little better. Might not have Angel Reese in there. I know Cardoso is back tonight, so we weren't expecting that, but she is back. I think that the total gets well into the 160s tonight.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here tonight in the WNBA?
I'm going to roll with you, brother. I'm going to take the Sky. Concerns about Reese, certainly, but she played a great game last time now, and then says that now she's questionable. She hasn't missed a game all year, so maybe it is something to be concerned with, certainly, but she is a tough player. There's no doubt about that. So hopefully she will be in there. The line reflects, I think, right now, her absence, having moved to Dallas -1. But Ron said it. Cardoso is back. She had a good tournament there with Brazil, and she is a major factor when she is in the Chicago lineup. There's no doubt about it. I'm kind of rolling with the Chicago team now and in the weeks to come to be much better than their record shows. I'll take Chicago tonight against Dallas.
Yeah, definitely. She's questionable. Tweaked that leg, I believe, in that last matchup. So first half of back-to-back.
Just a short time ago, Rod, the cover came out for the new 2K game, and she's on it. The NBA, and they have a WNBA, and she's on the cover. It was really awesome.
SGA on the men's.
Was it showing her wearing her Converse shoes or her shoes there for with is Shaq trying to be in the little corner there trying to
No, so Solo was actually, hey Rod, Solo was actually at the game yesterday and watched. He said that she jammed her wrist. So I don't know if it's saying her leg or her wrist, but that's what Solo told us.
Huh? What I'm just reading was a leg, tweaked the leg.
Yeah, no, I do. The injury report does say leg there, and like I said, she's played every game. I think she's a tough player. I did look at the numbers she put up there too, right? To me, it feels like she could still make this lineup. I'm not sure. Also, seeing in that you guys mentioned the Mets Baltimore rainout. They will play a split doubleheader tomorrow, starting at noon Eastern. Then the late game will be at 5 Eastern.
Yeah, 3 outright upsets today in the WNBA. 3 outright upsets of huge dogs.
Yeah, 3 underdogs win today in the W. I mean, I know there's no dog tonight, but wow.
We've seen a few of those this year in the WNBA. Outright dogs of double-digit spreads this year for sure.
Yeah. And not only that, Rod, they were the day games. We're talking about the day games this week.
Yeah. Right. It's you wake up first thing. Sometimes that messes up your routine. You're not ready to go out run a gun and play a basketball game that early for some of these girls. So hey, it is what it is. That wraps it up for today's action. Brings us to the parlay section, player prop game in the future. Leave it up to the cabin to decide what they like here in this section, and then they'll let you know what you got going over at Tony's Picks tonight. We'll get it started with Brian to get it started tonight. What do you got for us tonight, Brian?
Yeah, let's kick it off with the parlay. Let's go with the Athletics money line. Let's go with the Cardinals money line, and let's go with the Red Sox -2 in that one. Do those 3. That's a great parlay for tonight. Over on the site, I have a 3-pack up for tonight's games. Started the day out a little rough right now, thanks to the Brewers-Dodgers game. I thought that was going to be a little high scoring, so I'm 0-2 on the day now. Hopefully cash this under at a premium in this Giants game as well, and under. So hopefully cash that one, get back a little bit, 1 and 2. Looking to bounce back tonight. I got 3 plays in there for you guys tonight in a 3-pack. You can check that over on the site. Yeah, man, it's been a little rough day, but looking to get back to it. As always, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save yourself 15% off, and pair up your 2 favorite cappers over on the site. Got that 2-for-1 capper promotion as well. So hopefully you guys have a winning night, just like I can turn it around.
Definitely. Head on over to Ramon. What do you got for us tonight, Ramon?
I'll go to the U.S. Open Cup here tonight with Nashville hosting DC United. Nashville, pretty big favorite. I think they can get 2 or 3 goals here. I'm going to go over I think 2 3/4 on the Asian handicap. If you take it at -3 there, it could be a 2-1 game. It could be 3-1. Let's go over with Nashville and DC United. You can maybe also throw in. I don't think Nashville loses tonight, so maybe you can tie in a lower total 2.5 with Nashville on the money line there to win it in 90. So that'll be my play tonight in the U.S. Open Cup. tonight over at Tony's Picks, I do have a 3-pack rolling in Major League Baseball right now. I've already come home with a winner today with that under in Toronto and the White Sox. I got 3-pack in Major League Baseball tonight. It's still roll. 2-pack there. You'll get I think with that Mets game. Let me move on to my $19 discount best bet, Rod. That might be a better idea here since I am right now on a 22-5 run in the WNBA here on the site. I've got my $19 discount best bet in that game between Dallas and Chicago tonight. So that's going to be your best bet with me for sure over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 15%. And right as soon as I get off the air pipe time, you might have a 3-pack with 2 baseball games and 1 WNBA now, Ron, after that rain out.
Doing a quick little switcheroo, swapping around, moving things around. Hey, sometimes you got to do that when you get a rain out. Hey, at least you got that extra play in there to be able to throw that back in there and make a 3-pack sometimes.
And full disclosure, you guys touting that over in the Mets Orioles, that's what I was on. So, if it adds anything when they play tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to put it back in on a doubleheader rain.
No, because you never know. For me, you don't know. Depending, is it going to be the same pitching matchup? We've seen in some of these doubleheader games this year so far that first game isn't the same first game that you seen yesterday. That they'll swap up the pitchers in those games. So it's that things could change. And now that game you're looking at is now a day game. The temperature's different. Everything changes. So much.
When you get those doubleheaders, those second games go so fast. It's like those guys are looking sometimes to get out of there. I know sometimes the pitching gets a little thin, even with the extra player, but it does feel like they're in a hurry in those doubleheaders.
Especially when it's a get-out game. If you're not starting the series, it's in the middle of the week, and now you have to stick around in a city and play a doubleheader when you weren't looking to play a doubleheader. Yikes. Anything can happen there.
That's exactly what's happening tomorrow.
That's what's happening tomorrow. Yep. Thursday's action. Hey, we only got one. Let's hope we don't get any more of those crazy. Because we did see that last week where we seen a bunch of rainouts. And then the next day we're dealing with, 3-4 different doubleheader games. Head on over to Ron. What do you like here? What do you got for us tonight?
Yeah, let me go against the U.S. Open Cup. We got Philadelphia and the New York Red Bulls. I'm going to take both teams to score, just like last night we hit with Minnesota. My 3-pack in baseball just became a 2-pack as well. So I had the Mets as well. So, so we'll have to change that up. And, of course, I told you I have WNBA play for tonight on the side of that Chicago-Dallas game. Baseball, best bet, Diamond Crusher. It's winning 4-0 right now. The Phillies. Let's hope that cashes, and that's pretty much it for me. I'll give you a KBO for tomorrow morning. Take SSG Landers on the money line for that, and that video should be up within a couple hours here. It's got a couple games on there to look at, and like I said, got that 3-pack right now, which is a 2, and then the WNBA for tonight, and you look at the best bets for 2025, that I'm all up there on the leaderboard. So if I just stop giving non-best bets, I guess I'll be fine. But best bets are hitting. So get my best bets. They're making me money.
Right, and I'm with everybody. So my 3-pack turned into a 2-pack, and I don't have another play in there to make it into. So basically, you got my MLB play of the day up there available. There's one play extra for a long-term subscriber. I'm not going to try to force another play the way I've been running. So not going to try to force one in there to try to find another 3-pack. Maybe if something pops up, I might. But at this moment, not. We were all over. You had the Mets. You had the over. And I had Baltimore. So there you go. We had 3 different looks at that game going there in that one. So, hey, who knows what we get tomorrow.
Like Rod said, probably we'll come back. We'll be on some shows tomorrow, giving a few doubleheader picks. But,
the thing is, I would rather have it postponed than get a start like we have like a suspended, because then it carries over and then they change pitchers on you. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't know who you're going to get. So, yeah.
So I'd rather, postpone it now, start fresh tomorrow, have another look at it. We'll see where it goes there. Take the push. I don't know as many as you got, but the pushes are starting to get that awful.
And this is a real trend.
Like 37 pushes, man. It's
This
unbelievable.
is a real trend without any stats, but if you watch games with rain delays this year, we've had plenty. When they come back for rain delays, if you play under once the game is resumed, there is not a lot of runs scored in games that come back from rain delays. You could kind of look to the live unders there. Look at every game and weigh it out, but always you can think in the back of your mind, no runs are going to be harder to score. That's just the way I've seen it this season.
Oh, I don't know, Ramon. I had that one that was suspended. I think it was Cincinnati and Boston, and Bayo started the next day. They scored like 19 runs. So
yeah, and
but that was the next day, though.
It
was the next day. It was suspended, but I lost because they changed pitchers on me. So yeah.
They come back in an hour or two or 90 minutes or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if the WNBA dogs have real wings today. I'm telling you, no, don't do it. That seems the one that the favorite's going to win and run right over. I would trust the chicken wings today. Chicken wings on the road? No, thank you.
They're favored.
Chicken wings. I know. Well, that's why it only flopped just because, right? So now they're favored on the road. No, don't do it. Everybody's humping the chicken wings. It's the same thing we've seen yesterday or early. It was like, oh, Caitlin Clark's going to be in, right? Yeah, quick, lay that number. Did that turn out well for you? No.
Valkyries are sick, bro. They are sick. Right. Unbelievable. Justin texted me during the game. He's like, I can't believe the books haven't caught on to this first half thing yet on the Valkyries. They're just cashing it every time.
And they keep giving you over possession. Yeah, like 3.5, 4.5. Yep. It's like, oh, all right.
But your system won't work in the next game because they did cover, right?
Because they did cover, so I won't be on that first half. My system is if they fail to cover, then you jump on the first half.
7-0
in that spot.
7-0. Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, Justin keeps playing in first half regardless, money line and plus. So,
well, yeah, you're still way up. Still way up.
Way up.
Half, so yeah. Little parlay for you tonight, though. I'm going to go with a little 2-teamer here in the MLB. We're going to take those Astros and we're going to pair them up with the Padres. 2-teamer for you. Should get you a little bit of plus money there on that 2-teamer. Hey, that wraps up for the happy hour today for Wednesday's action. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. We got Ron Alston in the chat, Andrew in the chat, JM in the chat. I know I seen Ron in the chat as well. AOD
Nick's
in the chat as well. Richard Lockhart ripping it up. I think he started the day 3-0. Figuring it out. Sorry, we made you blind here. Watch out. Don't turn your light on. It might get even more blind. So, figure it out. Yes, we did shave. See, that's what happens. What else did he say in there? He said, no, we're not matching. We're not matching heads there. Solo was in the chat too. Hey, he's plucking them. Solo's he's becoming a guitar solo. He's learning.
No, he's seeing my guitars. He said the OG is plucking guitars.
Yeah. Well, I thought Solo was going to start doing a solo. Rocking out. Nicholas Hanny in the chat. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, let's make it a nice winning Wednesday. Any final words before you head on out?
Good luck, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.
I'm going to go over with Miami and New England tonight in the Major League Soccer game that was mentioned there. Miami should rout these guys. I got about probably 3-1, maybe 3-2 tonight on the road. Take the over 3.5 Miami, New England.
Yeah, you had a trend on New England, right? What'd you have there, Rob?
Yeah, fade New England here. They've lost 11 straight as the home dog has the Revolution. So I'm going to fade New England Revolution there. I take the other side. So
there you go. Miami some of these Miami games are their matchup against weak teams, and they're on the road. They can get a little lackadaisical, but they still put plenty of goals in.
Yes, because I believe both teams have scored in that match in 4 straight, Ramon. Both teams have scored in their head-to-head, so we've seen some goals when those two teams are getting together. Hey, that wraps it up for Wednesday's action. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the Tony Speaks Morning Show. Till then, make it a good one. See you guys.
Good luck, everybody.